Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and welcome to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today guys, I have got a PvT. It is game 1 of a best of 3. It is between Millennium's Dayshi, the yellow Terran player in the lower right, who's up against Nirvana, the purple Protoss in the top right. And I'm really looking forward to this. I am absolutely loving PvT as a matchup right now, mainly because this is down on the low. This information isn't public yet, but I am currently doing a stint on Battle.net playing as random. I am laddering as random, and from playing, I haven't actually played any other race apart from Zerg since pretty much the beta days when I played Protoss for a bit and when I very first started playing, so going into playing every race is a big hit. My respect for Terran players is through the roof right now. I never realised how much they have to do. It's absolutely cool. Oh, I lie, obviously I did know that Terran have a lot of stuff to think about, but my goodness, I don't know why. Protoss, I can deal with Protoss really fine, even like coming from Zerg, and it's a very different mechanic, but Terran is just like, wow. There's so many things going on, it's pretty crazy. It's not like Zerg at all, and it's quite confusing, and there's lots and lots to think about. So that is fine, especially the drop tech. The amount I'm dropping with Terran is something that, from a Zerg perspective, you don't really do that much. You don't go like for drops everywhere while pushing another base. The multi-prong harassment is really showing me, hey, my multitasking skills have room for improvement, which is good, and this is why I am playing random, because I think it gives you a really good understanding of the game. And if any of you, actually that's interesting, have any of you played random? What did you think of it? What do you think of playing as random on the ladder? Tweet me, let me know, at MadalsSC2. I love tweets, of course. Tweets literally make me the happiest person in the world. But let's talk about this game a little bit. Now, being game 1 of a best of 3, neither player is going to want to go for anything too risky. Both want to kind of flesh out their opponent and see, hey, what can you throw at me? What can you do? What sort of thing is your strength? What sort of thing is your weakness? So I can exploit that in game 2 and 3. Now, obviously for Dayshi, looks like it's going to be a 1-Rax command center. The orbital command on its way down. The SCV already being pulled. The 1-Rax done. Meanwhile, up here for Nirvana, the cyber core coming down will be interesting to see whether we will get the natural base or not. But we can hope. I think a relatively early Nexus is quite likely. Obviously, the probe has scouted out the command center being built on the low ground. That's the important bit of scouting information here. Of course, no scouting information at all yet for Dayshi, though. Nothing at all. No scout gone, which is, it's not too unusual, but you've got to be careful of that. Definitely a Nexus coming down the probe getting pulled now, so everything looking A-okay. The bunker at the front for Dayshi, that's going to make sure he's safe. And of course, Dayshi hasn't scouted anything, as I mentioned, so he really has no clue. For all he knows, this is a 4-gate all-in. It's 3-gate pressure. It's anything at all. It could be Nexus first, and that lack of information is always a bit of a pain, because in the one hand you have to take precautions. So this bunker would always go down in this build anyway, so that's fine, but you always questioning, hey, is something about to kill me? This SCV coming around, just getting a little scout out, making sure there's no proxy gateways or anything like that. 2 additional barracks being added on afterwards. Still no gas yet for the Terran. The second gas adding on now for Nirvana. Very, very normal. The Nexus half finished. We've got the first refinery now just coming down here for the Terran. We should see the second refinery fairly soon. You tend to go command center, racks, gas is really the normal. There we go. So that's the build, all finishing up precisely as we would want it to. And well, in terms of this game, it's looking to set out to be fairly standard. This one stalker coming over, going to try and deal a little bit of aggression, but it's not going to get very far because, hey, there's a bunker there. And that really does put an end to any kind of stalker harassment. So that's just going to run back, gets a little poke, sees that, hey, yep, everything's fairly normal, as I'd expect. The watchtower probably going to get hold by Nirvana for the time being. We've got an sentry coming up, but the SCV comes in, sees everything. That's really important for that SCV there, knowing that, hey, how many gases are there? What else is going on? Sees just the 1 gate. Sees, of course, the warp K research being basically done there, upgraded. So he knows it's coming down. That's all fine, because he sees the natural. Everything is exactly how they should want. Salvages that bunker, and well, this probe here will be interesting to see what this is going to do. This little thing just chilling down at the bottom right. Again, could chuck down a proxy pylon, but it's quite unlikely. 3 more gates coming on. This is going to be some delayed 4-gate pressure. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Dayshi moving out with a double SCV. Really going to go for some aggression. We do see here the sentry. Oh, the sentry's out of position if Dayshi notices, but Dayshi doesn't notice. Oh my goodness, that is the luckiest sentry ever. And of course that is good news, but here comes the counter aggression. We do of course have Stim starting up the first Marauder on its way out. We've got the engineering bay coming down. Everything fairly straight up, but of course the proxy pylon, the 1 sentry there. Very little in way of defense. The bunker chuck down was cancelled of course, so This is going to cause some problems now. And this is actually quite a lot of units here. Nirvana could be in trouble. He's not got too much to help defend this. Losing an awful lot of probes. Oh, the probes, the stalkers are going down, the probes are going down, the marines are staying alive near endlessly apparently. Just started stepping micro their way to happiness. They are focusing down those stalkers a bit more. Needs to be careful. Of course, the marine numbers are starting to get low, but great damage done here. Those 3 marines will be able to finish off the stalkers, not focus firing. And now, of course, more dead probes are in store for everything. More starter step micro. That 1 marine is going to go down, just 1 staying there, but this is the counter push. This is the counter push. You've got to be careful of this 1 marine. He is going for it. Can he get another kill? He's going to try to. I don't think he will. And, well, was it worthwhile? I'd say yes. 9 workers killed. In terms of the loss tab, 975 compared to 625. That is not fun times for the Protoss, but of course this counter push is always going to be through it. The double bunker coming down. It's way too late, and well, no cancel goes down on that bunker. A cancel does get down on the second bunker, but of course this is Dayshi now having to pull back ASAP because Nirvana has got quite a few units at his natural base. He's going to lose quite a few units, and especially a lot of SCVs here. Of course, the sentries force fielding the ramp, preventing Dayshi from getting down there to deal damage, and this is just painful to watch. We should see another wave of warpings coming in soon. But the SCVs get a kill on a sentry. Ninja SCVs right there. They are doing any and every bit of damage they can. Of course, Dayshi had to sacrifice the natural base. Looking at the worker count, 30 to 38 now. In terms of workers kills, 11 to 9. This is looking so good for the Protoss player. These SCVs having to run away as well. So they're not mining. That's more lost mining time. The factory coming down here. These 2 sentries need to think about running away fairly soon. They don't have energy for a force field, and that force was about to go, so that's all fine. These SCVs just happily running around. We've got another wave of warpins ready, the robotics facility on its way down, the forge on its way down. Of course, the engineering bay is already there, plus 1 infantry weapons nearly finished up. Of course, the 3rd and 4th gas on the way out for Nirvana. 3rd gas is down already for Dayshi, but no 4th gas yet. These SCVs apparently just trying to survive literally forever, but that is so much lost mining time. If we look at the income right here, well, you can see the purple bar is definitely bigger than the yellow bar. That is good news. The Protoss player pulling back now, getting into a nice defensive position. The sentries there with the force fields are going to make everything ace. You've got the stalkers coming back. Concussive shell on its way down for Dayshi. Of course, stim is done. That is the really important upgrade here, because stims, marines, and marauders wreck gateway units. It's painful to watch, but has Dayshi lost too much? If we look at the worker count at the moment, of course, we are at what? 46 to 34 in the Protoss player's favour. That is such a big advantage right now for the purple Protoss, but he's got to hold off this push. The sentries get some good force fields off. The zealots trying to close up the distance. Does manage to split the Terran army in half. That is really helpful, but of course these sentries and zealots need to be careful. They don't want to go down to anything. Stims going off, of course that eats up some health. But for the moment, Nirvana looking to be okay. A good number of stalkers. They're losing some sentries, perhaps slightly unnecessarily. The medevac helping, but well, it looks like Nirvana able to clean this up for the time being. In terms of the work count, 38 to 48, a 10 worker advantage for the purple Protoss, and well, more barracks coming down here at the moment. The tech lab, of course, now has concussive shells done, stim done, and of course the observer getting all the information it could need. The medevac trying to pull back. More observers, absolutely ever keeping an eye on anything and everything we could see. Combat shield, of course, is finished. The 4th gas on its way down. Meanwhile, though, this is the important thing. The Colossus on the way, the Twilight Council on the way, extended thermal lance on the way, the +1 ground armor on its way, which means Nirvana is definitely in a nice spot. He needs to get that Colossus out ASAP though, because that is the only way you, well, not the only way, you can also get a High Templar Storm, but you need that splash damage ASAP to deal with the infantry push coming. You need to be in a good position to deal with it. We've got a big warp in of zealots now. The Colossus does get out just in time. The Chrono Boost still coming down. If the second Colossus comes out before this push, it should all be okay, but a lot of zealots there, and well, those Marauders are going to be able to kite for quite a while. The Colossus does not have extended thermal launch yet, which means the Marauders could snipe it. There is only the one of them. Great kiting going on right now. And well, that Colossus does need to be careful. The stim forward, and it goes down. That is a big win right there for Dayshi. A pickup as well, allowing those units to come straight up into the natural, get reloaded down in better attack position. More medevacs on their way through, and well, obviously Dayshi's going to be happy sniping off that Colossus. As long as you keep the count under about 3, you don't have your infantry vaporized on hit. You are in a nice spot moving forward. The Marauders rally point needs to be careful. The 3rd base on its way, but of course the Observer does scout all of this. We do have a probe coming down here, so we may see that come down, but here's a big engagement. What is going to happen? The Zealots are taking a lot of fire, kiting backwards. Dayshi with a great micro at the moment. The Medevac's helping, but they are getting picked off by those Stalkers for the moment, and of course the Colossus on the field needs to be careful not to get sniped off though, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Dayshi able to pick those off. In terms of the loss tap, the Protoss player losing about 1700 more resources compared to the Terran, and of course those Marauders with concussive shell still able to kite these units for just oh so long. More Stalkers are going to go down, more Stims are likely to go down, the Medevacs need to get to a healing, and well, Zealots still taking good damage, and of course Dayshi just powering on the pain right now. Probably going to take this game here and now, definitely having a way better engagement. Starting work on these pylons. Once the probes start going, it'll be good. Bad times for Nirvana. Of course, the Colossus has just popped out now. That does help, but so many probes getting killed. The Marauders doing good damage. Another wave of warping should push Dayshi back, but in terms of the worker count, 52 to 42. Dayshi now taking the 10 worker lead. A stream of yellow coming across. The Vikings are out, but not rallied over to that position. Upgrade-wise, we do have the 1-1 upgrades finished. We've got more Vikings on their way out. The third base on its way for both players. The third base already up for Dayshi already. And, well, upgrade-wise for the Protoss, it's 1-1. So their upgrades are equal. We've got the more gateways coming out. We've got Charge coming out. We've got the second Colossus about to pop. And, of course, that is a good turning point because suddenly you've got much better splash damage and you can deal with this better, but my concern is Dayshi just has so much stuff on the field. Look at that army supply, 59 to 29. This is a powerful force. With the Vikings though as well, those Colossus are going to take huge damage. There's not enough Stalkers on the field with only 2 to really deal with those, and well, I think Dayshi is definitely going to take this now. The first Colossus gonna fall, the Marauders wrecking all of those Stalkers, and that is all of Nirvana's army pretty much dead and gone. Now there is the game. And of course that was game 1, guys. If you did like it, please like the video, subscribe, leave a cool comment, tweet me, and I will catch you at game 2 of this best of 3 any second. Flick right over there now, and I'll see you there.